Free them
And
all.
we're saying,
Free 'em all,
Bumi
live and
Abu
direct. Make
Jamal,
history, take history, take
Oscar
history.
Grant,
Free 'em all. And positive energy is everything to us. So again, thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having us. Thank you.
Thank you.
So justice for Tyree. You guys see it here. We with the Nichols family and all the others that are out here fighting for justice for all. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the channel. It's your girl, Hollywood Next in the building. Bring you guys yet another one. I see you in the chat. It's me, Lisa Lee. Shout out to you, boo. Thank you for attending this here today's live as I give y'all my receipts on why the feds leaked the video of Diddy and Cassie's attack, okay? So before we get into that, I just want to say welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome back, and shout out to all my returning members. I appreciate y'all. So anyway, yeah, so Diddy and that audio leaked yesterday, and the world went crazy, okay? Because this is damning evidence, right? But it appears to be somewhat of I know it's a tactic from the feds, but unfortunately, the information cannot and will not be used against him. Now, it can't be used criminally in terms of that particular incident. Let me say that clearly. He cannot be charged with the assault on Cassie from the 2016 video that we all worldwide seen yesterday, and it's still being talked about. But what they're not telling us is he won't be charged for that. So I want to share that information with you guys because I stumbled over it and I was like, wow, okay, you mean to tell me, so this video coming out, nothing, okay? And I find that rather odd because you would think that he could be charged. But what's not odd about it is the statute of limitation. That's the problem with the video. The statute of limitation has run out. So there's no leverage to charge Diddy with that particular incident and crime. Unless something is less than 5 years old, then they'll be able to use that against him unless they got some other stuff that he did federally and criminally that they can have leverage to arrest him. Then I'm thinking this is why we have yet to see any type of arrest on Diddy, because it's like, come on now, you got all these mountains of evidence, you got the raid, you don't have no arrest, because usually when a raid comes shortly thereafter, if not the same day, arrest is coming down. So the fact that they have not arrested him, I'm questioning what do they really have, and why, if they had something, why would they linger in the arrest? Okay, we have to make it make sense. So it's not making sense as to me right now. But they are showing him, yeah, we had this video, so we're going to put this information out there just to show the world we had something, but we can't use it against him. I mean, that's the only thing that logically makes sense because this is how they move. If y'all know how the feds operate and how they work or whatever, then you already know this is how they play. So yes, Lisa Lee, because like I said, they haven't arrested him, and they can't arrest him on this video because if they could, trust me, he would have been picked up before the video leaked, and then the video would have came out and they would have been like, oh, also he was arrested. So the fact that he's not arrested, and then we know the statute of limitation has run out on this particular video, goes to show why he hasn't been arrested. So let me see. I wanted to pull up this video. Here it goes right here. I do not own the rights to this. I'm going to put a little music behind it because I don't want nobody coming at me about no copyright, no nothing. Okay, so let me just turn my music up and I'm going to let y'all hear it. Tell me if the music is louder than the video because I don't want that to be.
And it shows rapper and business
Oh, wait. I can't share this part of the video. That's too graphic. Let's just get to the meat and the potatoes. You guys already seen this video. I won't be sharing it right here. No. I don't know how they taking this thing. But here we go. Let's get into it.
This was apparently turned over to law enforcement. And we've seen this time and time again. We go back to Harvey Weinstein, we go back to Bill Cosby. So many examples of powerful men who've been able to engage in abhorrent and at times criminal conduct, and yet not be revealed, not be held accountable by our criminal.
Okay, hold on. Let me share my screen. I need y'all to see what I see. All right, there we go. I'm gonna run that back.
For the security at this hotel.
Century City Hotel, 50,000 away. And obviously, if things are being broken or thrown,
Afraid to come forward. They're oftentimes generally there is a certain amount of time. Begs the question as, yeah, unfortunately, there are.
commentator. Ariva, before we talk about these other lawsuits that Combs is facing, a lot of people may not know that the statute of limitations has run out for him to face charges in California. So please explain that to us, the fact that he won't be charged for this.
Yeah, unfortunately, there are statutes of limitations that dictate when federal or state prosecutors can file charges for this kind of conduct that we witness. No doubt this is criminal conduct. We witnessed domestic violence at its worst on this video, and it begs the question as to what law enforcement knew during this time period, during the time period where the statute of limitations was open in the state of California. You have up to 5 years for most domestic violence claims. There are some exceptions to that. Not sure if any of those exceptions would apply in this case, but generally there is a certain amount of time in which a victim has to come forward in order for there to be a criminal prosecution. And that's what's so difficult about these cases, because we know that victims of domestic violence oftentimes feel intimidated. They are afraid to come forward. They're oftentimes isolated from family and friends. They're threatened. Their lives are typically threatened.
So basically, like I said, and if you guys were on my live last night, I actually alluded to this. I was like, how he managed to pay off the security at that particular hotel $50,000 to get this tape and get rid of this tape so this tape never exists again. He does this, but then my thinking was, well, who was this person that took the payout? Because they literally made this go away. And I feel like, I don't know what the statute of limitation is for the individual who tampered with a serious offense, which is domestic violence. And, this could have ultimately ended tragically, worse than what, Cassie walked away with. Look at Kim Porter, and this is all alleged about Kim Porter not being here because of the hands of Diddy. But I question how law enforcement managed to not have this, because I don't know when they got it. It seems to me they only got this video once they raided his home. That's what it appears to me. But you guys, if y'all thoughts in the comment section, because I'm like, okay, if they had this back then yeah, that's a problem, because they withheld information, evidence that could have had him locked up 9 years ago, rather than talking about it 9 years later, and there's no limitation for an arrest on this particular matter. So I just wanted to share that part with you guys, and then we're going to go into a whole bunch of other stuff. So let me just pull up my little notes here quickly, and let me see where we are. Today's notes. All right, here. Okay, so all right. Let me take this off my screen for a second. Okay. All right. Now, I got a a couple of questions for the people. And also there's a poll in the chat. So if you guys see the poll and you don't mind to participate in the poll, let me know your thoughts. Do you think Diddy is going to be arrested any day now? Or do you think he's not going to be arrested? Y'all chime in the poll in the chat section, and I appreciate y'all participation. Also, like I said, I had a couple of questions, a few questions. The first question I wanted to talk about was Lori Harvey and her being so quiet, because let's not forget how weird it was for me. I'll say how, I don't know, was it confirmed? So you guys let me know in the comment section. Was Lori dating Diddy as well? Because I know she was dating one of his sons, and I'm about to pull that up on the screen to show you guys, because this is one of the things that I had wanted to discuss with you guys about Lori Harvey, because I know she was dating, I believe, I don't know if it, okay, let me see which son it was. She was dating one or both, or not both the brothers, but okay, here it goes. Let me pull this up so y'all can see what I see. Okay, here we go. So, yes, Lori Harvey, they said it appears that she shut down the rumors that she dated both Diddy and his son. And then she responded, this is back in 2023, January. She says, absolutely not true. How true do you guys know that to be? Because I had a theory if it was true, and then I'll tell you if it wasn't true, both of my theories. So if it wasn't true, then okay, she got away with not dealing with both of the children. I mean, both the father and the son. Now, if she did, okay, if she did date both the parents and the son, okay, if she dated Diddy and she dated his son, and this was what my thoughts were going to be, which was, let me see. So I thought, okay, so my thoughts were, let me scroll down to what I thought. Okay, let's see. Okay, so this was my question for y'all. And y'all leave y'all thoughts in the comment section. If you don't catch this live, that's fine. Just leave your comments in the comment section and I'll discuss it with you down there. But for those who's in this live and want to participate in answering any of these questions, if y'all it's just your personal opinion. We don't have the facts, so we're only going to be able to voice our individual opinions. But I'd love to hear y'all thoughts and y'all opinions. So anyway, this is what I was thinking. If it was true, then I was wondering, did she get with I think she got with the son first, and then she stepped up and went to the daddy. If that rumor is even true, she said she shut it down and it ain't. But I'm just going off of if it is true, right? If it's true, then my question would be, because of the allegations that Diddy is facing with ex-workers and trafficking and all this and the other, right? So what I'm putting two and two together leads me to ask this question. Was Diddy's son acting as a scouter for his daddy? Did he scout Lori Harvey out to bring her closer so dear daddy can get his hands on her? If the rumor is true, of course. So just keep that in mind. If the rumor is true, okay? So that's one of the questions that I have for you guys. I would love to hear your thoughts on that. And then let me see what the other thing was. Okay, because I was like, did he recruit Lori for the daddy? And then the daddy got her. And then whatever happened with that relationship, we heard really too much or nothing after. But, you know, she just introduced her father, which is Steve Harvey, which is her stepfather, to Diddy like she got this $1 billion boyfriend. Okay, because, you know, she seemed like she's about clout and money, right? But anyway, I was just asking a question. So next, let me see. Let's see. Okay, this is my other question for y'all. Do you think a RICO is coming for Diddy? Because I find it hard to see a RICO at this level, only because he has yet to be charged and arrested for something. I can't see what the RICO is going to consist of until I see what the arrest comes with, okay? And any charges. So until then, it's kind of hard for me to determine if a RICO is going to come down or not. But that's a question for y'all. If y'all believe, you know, whatever the arrest is going to be at this point, with Cassie's, her lawsuit being settled and her criminal matter statute of limitation running out, there's no leverage in that, okay? Shit. That's what I'm asking, pretty much. Thank you, Lisa Lee. Pretty much. Is the girl, is she? You know, was Lori a part of the FO? I don't know. But that's a good question. You know what I'm saying? Just because, like I said, but she said that there was the rumors was false. So I don't know. Was she a part of the FOs? That's what I'm saying. I don't know. But it's mighty strange. You go with the son, allegedly, possibly with the father as well. So yeah, it's questionable. Like what's going on with this situation? Now that brings me to my next. Hold on, let me get my notes up here. Okay. That brings me to my next thought, which moving on from Lori Harvey and going straight into J-Lo, okay? Because J-Lo is getting a divorce. Everybody is talking about J-Lo getting a divorce, but this is my opinion, and I'm going to voice it, and y'all leave y'all comments in the comment section. If you don't catch this live, that's fine. Leave it down below, and we'll talk about it down there. So, look. I felt like Ben put his knowledge together from the history he has with J-Lo. I feel like Ben Affleck, he know a lot about her relationship when she was with Diddy, because from my understanding, she was with Diddy first. She left Diddy and got with Ben Affleck, and then they went off into the sunset, they got married and all that stuff. Well, of course, they divorced, and it looked like they remarried. But anywho, from my opinion, okay, it looks like Ben must have put his knowledge together, and he realized J-Lo may be responsible for passing that weapon to Diddy during the nightclub incident. With the lady who said, no, Diddy did this to me. It was not Shine. It was Diddy. So, again, I'm thinking this divorce coming down at this particular time is odd and strange, and it's the timing of their divorce. So again, because J-Lo's name is circulating around Diddy because she had a relationship with Diddy, it was open, it was public, everyone knew about it, and now Ben Affleck is with her. He has to separate himself because he don't want his career to go down because she possibly may go down, allegedly. It's just my thoughts. Y'all leave y'all's in the comment section what y'all think the reason is behind J-Lo and Ben Affleck filing for divorce, right? Now, let me see. So, all right. Now, let's see. When did Simply Diddy did too much openly? Okay. Thank you, Black Label Reviews. I appreciate the comment. Okay. So, I got another one for y'all. Hold on. Let me pull this one up. Okay. So, my next question for y'all is... And this is an open discussion, so if anybody decides they want to call in, you're welcome to call in. I'm going to put the number here so it could scroll across the screen on the ticker. Just feel free to just call in and voice your thoughts and your opinions, or if you want to just, elaborate on this whole Diddy matter, that's fine as well. It's an open conversation that we're going to be having until I'm done with my notes, and then we'll be done, okay? Unless we get some callers to call in. It's up to y'all. Now, let me see. So... I had another question for y'all. Let me see. Okay, this was my question. When Diddy took that lawsuit and he settled it so quick, what was y'all thoughts? What came to y'all mind when y'all first heard about the lawsuit that Cassie filed, and then how quick the lawsuit was settled? Like, what was the thing that popped in your mind? I'll tell you, for me, I was like, even though he says he was not guilty, that was giving all sorts of guilt, okay? So, for me, it was giving guilt. But y'all leave y'all thoughts in the comment section. Let's see. Do you think... Okay, so I asked y'all already if y'all think Diddy... If you think that there's going to be a RICO for Diddy, right? Who will be in the RICO with him? That would be my question. If you answer yes to, I believe there's going to be a RICO coming down for Diddy. If you say yes to that question, my question following that question is, who will be in the RICO with him? Okay. Do you think, and then my next question is, do you think Diddy can handle being arrested and charged federally? Or will he be put on S-Watch? Okay. Because if they do put them clackers on him, trust me, they got something on him that's going to make him sit for a while. Okay, long enough to process probably his whole career. As long as we've known of his name, that's probably an amount of time he gonna get, if not more, right? But that's just my thoughts and my opinion. Y'all leave y'all in the comment section. Love to hear from y'all. Let's see. Okay, my next question to y'all is, do you think Young Miami, Stevie J, or Meek will be charged in a RICO if there becomes a RICO? That's my question to y'all. Let me get in the comment section before I continue reading my notes. And then I'll get back to that. Let me see. Black Label says, I am Emmett. Oh, you're Emmett Till's cousin. Well, shout out to you. YouTube is hiding it. Diddy Shane Black. Oh, okay. Well, shout out to you and your family. I'm not sure if I met you or not, but if you ever are in Chicago and you ever go to when Chairman Fred Hampton is doing his streets events or things like that, or stuff with his dad, you know, the Till family usually come down, so I got a chance to meet some of his cousins as well as his aunts. So I'm not sure if you're one of them or not, but if you are, hello to you. And thank you for chiming in on this here live. Really appreciate the love and the support. And again, and my support to you and your family as well. So, but yeah, I just wanted to highlight that. Let me see. Lisa Lee said, Ben seems to be all over the place, but definitely there's something going on behind the scenes. Yes. I mean, because who files a divorce in the middle of hearing about your ex with all these allegations that are storming around and stuff like that, right? That's a lot. But anyway, let me just give y'all a little history on the J-Lo situation. So for a time, Jennifer Lopez and Sean Diddy Combs were one of the most famous couples on the planet. And since their split, Lopez has shared the rare quote about her ex-boyfriend. The duo dated for about 2 years after meeting on the set of a music video in 1999. Okay, so Jennifer Lopez posts about Diddy's split nightclub and the arrest. So again, I'm wondering, because we didn't know all this stuff back then, but to know it now, well, maybe some of us did. I won't speak for everybody. I'll speak for myself. Anywho, the lady that came out and said, no, Diddy did it. He's the person that pow me in my face. And then she said she saw Jennifer Lopez pass him the thing. So Jennifer apparently, allegedly came into this nightclub with the weapon and passed it off to Diddy when he was in need of it. And remember, Jenny is from the block. She's in the Bronx. So, you know, and then you got to think about, we talking about, even though they met in 1999, and I don't know, let me see, about 2 years after meeting on the set, so 99, 2001, possibly 2, they started dating. But we're coming out of the 90s. So in the 90s, the streets was hot. You know what I'm saying? The streets was everything. It was crazy. You know what I'm saying? I lived it, I experienced it, and baby, when I tell you, everybody wanted to be hard. I don't care what nationality you was. You wanted to get with a color brother because you wanted that clout and you wanted that name, you wanted that recognition, and you wanted to be a gangster bitch, and you wanted to be this and you wanted to be that. So I wouldn't put it past Jennifer Lopez, being that she said, I don't know, she said she used to know a little, but now she learned a lot. So yeah, you might have learned a whole lot hanging with Diddy, being the bad boy he claimed to be. Okay, I'm just saying. So anyway, my point is, it's not far-fetched that Jenny from the block wanted to be down with the Get Down and the Bad Boys and look like she was something that she wasn't, and possibly brought that thing in there and handed it off to him, and he did that to that lady. And then remember, his other friend, Shine, was charged with that, and he still holds his innocence to this day. So anyway, I'm saying I do believe that it's possible, and if that is the case, then maybe that's why her and Ben is separating, because Ben is probably putting 2 and 2 together, and he thinking about, wait a minute, you know, you was a bad girl with this dude, you know, you got back with me to try to clean your image up, but when you was with him, you wanted to be a bad girl, you wanted to be Jenny from the block, you know, you wanted to be a hot girl. So now he probably like, yeah, they might come back and get you if this lady is saying what she's saying, and then his friend who did the time, who've been holding his innocence since, said he didn't do it. It ain't far-fetched that this is a cause and effect to their marriage that's now in the brinks of being divorced. Okay, so that's my thoughts on that one. Let me take this off the screen just for a few seconds because I want to get into something else. And hold on, let me just make sure I don't leave. Lisa Lee said, my thoughts, he did it. Oh yeah, definitely he did it, because the lady was too adamant. Her story has not changed. It's consistent. It don't have any merit in there that says she's lying. I mean, she's been consistent since it happened to her. So, and then you got his friend coming out saying he ain't did it. He said, I didn't do it. Okay, he felt like he was the fall guy, and that's exactly what he said. He stated that he was the fall guy. So to me, that speaks a lot. All right, so we're done with the analysis. Let me go back to my notes right quick. Let's see. Okay, so I want to talk about Diddy displaying jealousy over Meek Mill's honey, because Cassie described, no, not Cassie, the ex-girlfriend Virginia. We're going to talk about Virginia for a minute as well. She came out, she already came out because the interview was on Tasha K's like a few years ago. I remember when she was on her show and everything, and she was telling this stuff, and nobody seemed to wanted to believe her. But I'm going to be honest, when I heard it, I was getting like goosebumps. Like, it was chilling to me. Like, I can't imagine this lady is just coming out here and putting her face out here and making up this accusation. Like, you got to be real big, bold, and crazy, to do all that. But it's coming to the light to me together today with Cassie, and then her story, and then the rumors about him, what he was doing to Kim Porter and stuff like that. That's just so sad. So anyway, the Virginia lady, she spoke on Tasha K's talk show, and when on that interview, she was talking about how, I guess it was Meek Mill's birthday, and she just said, she turned around, she said, "Happy birthday." He put his hand out, he wanted to shake her hand, I guess to thank her, and then Diddy just gave her the business, she said, after that. So it's not far-fetched, but it seems like he was dealing with Meek Mill's, Meek must have been the top dude at the time, and it was like maybe he didn't want them to cross paths like that. I don't know how sick this man's mind is and how it works, but that's the mind of a criminal, and definitely Diddy is fitting the bill of a criminal-minded individual, and sick at that. Okay. Because they talk about R. Kelly. They say, oh, R. Kelly was peeing and pooping on women. Well, Diddy is making them eat lick on, each other like vampires, sucking out the blood. I'm like, this is sickening. This is definitely ritual giving sick rituals. Okay, like how low will you go? Let's see. But I do think that Cassie did the right thing overall. I do think she saved other potential victims by coming out. I can't fault her for the time it took her to come out. I can only praise her for coming out at this point. And I hear the rumors about her. I hear all the negative stuff that people say, but that's neither here nor there. The facts of the matter is in front of us. She was assaulted. She was brutally beaten. We saw it on camera. Can't even imagine all the numbers of times that she went through that, and anyone else who may have dealt with him and still dealing with him, okay? And that brings me to Young Miami, okay? And again, I spoke about her, how I personally feel that she is a willing participant. And just like I believe Cassie was a willing participant at one point in time. It's like this abuse happens and it goes on for so long that you start to make it normal, or maybe you start psyching your mind out like this is normal when it's not normal. I don't know. I can't speak for them, but it's a sick, toxic relationship, and it's not healthy. And I don't know. It's just, I can't speak on why people would endure it, because, it's different reasons people get caught up in this. Let's see. So yeah, I do want to just say that I think Cassie did the right thing by putting this information out here and getting her story out here to the people. Let me see something. So, and again, I said this last night, I do believe that the tapes came from the raid. I think they got this in the raid when they raided his house, because if they had this before, I can't see somebody holding this long outside of the person who got the $50K, which probably was broke in a month and a half later. And then I don't know. I'm not going to go what I would have did, but anywho, let's go. Let's move along. So I just found out watching another platform that Diddy bought the whole floor. And that's how he was able to run down the hallway in that towel like a maniac, okay? Attacking her, Cassie, because he had purchased the whole floor. So there was no other guests on that floor because he purchased the whole floor. So he already knew nobody was there. But then the fact that he had the inside connection to get the audio and the video is sickening. Like, whoever is responsible for that, I want to see them held accountable, or at least acknowledge who they is, so we can know. And we don't know what they do to this day, what type of work they're in, whether it's law enforcement or if this individual, whoever this person is that took the $50,000 payout, put this situation and hid this situation until the statute of limitation ran out. Shame on them. and I would love to know who that individual is. But at the end of the day, we just got to see how this continues to play itself out. But what I will say about the tape, although it can't be used for a criminal matter for Cassie, it still can be used to be shown the temperament of Diddy. It still could be used to show his character. It could be used to show he's done this before. We can't. They can't use it against him, but they can use it against him, if that makes sense. Okay. And then one more question that I have for y'all, and like I said, I ain't gonna keep y'all long. I do want to go through a couple of other little things with y'all, but I just wanted to get some of these key points out. So also I wanted to know, so how do you guys think his daughters, the twins and the other one, and the baby, well, she don't have an opinion yet, but I mean, not that she don't, but one that she can speak of, with the exposure of their dad, like, I'm curious to know, like, how they're receptive to this and how they're responding to this, with this video showing the monster that he is. If they were in denial, at least they can see. But I can't see him hiding this behavior from his children. Just me knowing how parenting is and our children and what we want them to see versus what we don't want them to see, and how we hide things from our children and what we think they don't need to see. But I'm wondering, was he an open type of father, because he comes off as one, especially if the rumor is true that him and Lori Harvey had something together, and then he was with her, then she was with his son, or she was with the son first, then stepped up to the father. However it happened, like, it's given a lot right now. I don't know if he's going to go to jail or not, but that's the question I would love to hear from y'all to find out more about. Okay, so let me see. Right, and I think I got a couple of more, and then I'm done. So let me just, before I finish my notes, let me just get into the comment section, and then I'm gonna share my screen with y'all. Matter of fact, let me get my screen up now, so I don't forget where I'm going with this. All right, here we go. All right, so let me see. Right, Gina told us how he gets down. Very vicious. She did, and nobody really wanted to believe her. So, and I know, like I said, I did a lot of showing of a lot of celebrities that's coming out now, and they're withdrawing, their feelings, because they came out defending Diddy. But now, after seeing, oh, he get down, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's a bad boy for real, okay? It looks like for life, okay? But will he get life for being the bad boy that he is, okay? But I wanted to go over a statement that came out, even though I kind of touched on it, but I still want to just read the actual statement, okay? So this statement on the alleged video involving Sean Combs says, we are aware, wait, let me tell y'all who this is. Let me see if I can get it. The watermark is not something in Los Angeles. But anyway, this is the County District Attorney's Office in Los Angeles, y'all. And this was dated yesterday, May 17, 2024. We are aware of the video that has been circulating online, allegedly depicting Sean Combs assaulting a young woman in Los Angeles. We find the images extremely disturbing and difficult to watch. If the conduct depicted occurred in 2016, then this is where the monkey comes in at, the monkey ranch. Let me highlight it. If I can, they won't let me highlight it. Okay, they ain't gonna let me. No. Anyway, unfortunately, as y'all can see, hold on, let me scroll that back over there. Unfortunately, we would be unable to charge, as the conduct would have occurred beyond the timeline where a crime of assault can be prosecuted. As of today, law enforcement has not presented a case related to the attack depicted in the video against Mr. Combs, but we encourage anyone who has been a victim or witness to a crime to report it to law enforcement or reach out to our office for support from our Bureau of Victim Services. So they're doing, it's like I'm starting to see the pattern of how some of this stuff is mirroring what I saw in the R. Kelly's case, because, they summon the world similar to this, but not as blatant as the one that they did for him. But they are like, right here, we encourage anyone who has been a victim. Basically, if you've been a victim of Combs, they didn't say it the way they said it for Kells, but this is how they said it for him. If you have been a victim, basically, of Combs, or you may have witnessed a victim to a crime to report to law enforcement, such as the one that should have been reported when they saw this video of him running down that hallway like that, attacking that young woman, right? So they're saying if you've seen a crime, maybe by Diddy, if you are a victim of Diddy, okay, this is what I'm reading and saying, this is my interpretation, excuse me, or you witness to a crime to report to law enforcement, or reach out to, or they want y'all to reach out to their office for support from our Bureau of Victim Services, okay? So basically, again, like I said, if you've been a victim of Diddy's, or you witnessed a crime that he's committed, similar to what you saw in that hallway of that hotel, report it, is what they're saying. Bring it to us. But what they should also add is if it's 5 years, or if it's older than 5 years, ain't nothing we're going to be able to do about it. But still bring it, because, you know, they might compile it up and do something else. I don't know. I don't even know which angle they're going in at this moment in time, because no one knows what charges, if any, he's facing. So that's kind of difficult to, you know, for me to allow my mind to roam too far out there when I don't even know what are his charges outside of these lawsuits with, and they're civil. So they're going for the money. They're not so much going for the criminality in this. Okay? Well, let me see. This is why women are so scared to speak up. Our justice system is a joke. But then remember, let me see if I have it right here. The analysis, what she said is they do have certain circumstances that they would be able to charge him possibly with something, but they just don't know, you know, what leverage they have at this time. But then again, they ain't telling us too much of nothing. He still ain't arrested. So I just wanted to highlight that. Let me see.
Which is why we don't see more abusers, more predators like Sean Combs actually prosecuted for these kinds of offenses.
And I mean, this video is from 2016, so almost 10 years ago. It happened allegedly inside a hotel hallway. And obviously, if things are being broken or thrown, people are going to hear things. And then you also see in this lawsuit that was filed by this woman, Cassie there, it alleges that Combs paid the Intercontinental Century City Hotel $50,000 for the hallway security. You would imagine that someone in the hotel, when pulling this footage, must have seen this video. Does the hotel not have any liability then, to report this incident?
Before she answered that, let me say this. They had the liberty to do it on a free will. Because if they're not mandated reporters, they can turn the blind eye, unfortunately. You know, they can see a crime happen and just get away from it because they don't want no parts of it. They don't want to be implicated in it. So, but that's not the case with this, because these people took a payout. So I would love to know what could be done, if anything, with those individuals, who's responsible. But then again, now you got a statement coming out saying that that hotel is no longer in existence, first and foremost. Second of all, they don't have no access to none of the footages or records or any of that information, because the hotel doesn't exist there. So they don't have a log or history or anything to go back and investigate or receive. So he literally got away with this particular crime. But the question is, will he get away with any more? Let's continue.
It's not clear that they are mandatory reporters in the sense when we think about folks who have a legal obligation to report these kinds of offenses. But what it does raise is how people like Sean Combs, powerful people, typically powerful and rich men, are protected by others who are around them. The fact that he could pay $50,000 for the security at this hotel, the fact that, as you said, obviously someone had to witness and view this footage, but yet none of this was apparently turned over to law enforcement. And we've seen this time and time again. We go back to Harvey Weinstein,
So again, this person took this footage, got rid of it, didn't turn it over to the proper authorities, took the payout, and meanwhile, Cassie's still dealing with him a few years later until 2018, and no telling what else she went through and endured in the last few years. Okay? I mean, the couple of years that she stayed with him after that incident. So, all because he managed to get the video to go away. But then I want to question, again, the criminalities in all of this. And it definitely exposed the men with money or people with money and power, how they can make stuff like this go away. That right there should be alarming, scary, and so many questions should be raised and asked, because this is the stuff that should not happen. No amount of money should be able to wipe away an assault or anything that's illegal and get away with it. But we know this is America. Things are happening often and all the time. But again, like I said, this is really sad. And it's unfortunate because, you know, if you got money and then these people got all that type of power, it's just sad. That's all I can say. It's just sad. Y'all leave your thoughts in the comment section. Let me continue. Let me get into the comment section for a second.
So many examples of powerful men who've been able to engage in abhorrent and at times criminal conduct, and yet not be revealed, not be held accountable by our criminal justice system. This video in many ways, it validates every statement that Sean Combs has made when he went on social media back in November, December of last year, denying what he called the sickening allegations. And what we see in this video is sickening conduct on his part.
Then I have to ask you before we go, how does this surveillance video then impact the other, 5 civil lawsuits that came out after Cassie Ventura filed hers in November?
Yeah, I have to believe that the plaintiff's attorneys in those 5 other lawsuits are going to try to use this video as leverage to force some kind of out-of-court settlement. And then the question is there as to, is there more video? Is there more damning video like this that may come out in the days to come?
Areva Martin, great to have you. Thank you so much for your time this morning.
Ooh, that's a lot, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie. So again, they still can use this here to try to shake them down in the other lawsuits that they have out there. They can show this and say, look at this. Look at the way he did this. Receipts, video and audio proof of, you know, his accountability and things that he dealt with when it came to him. So, you know, this is going to get interesting as the days continue to come and more stuff becomes to develop. This case is headed towards something, I just don't know what. And a lot of people say feds this, feds that, but again, I'm not denying what the feds got going on and what they doing and how they moving. But I'm just saying, you know, it's they released this audio because the statute of limitation ran out. They knew this would shake him up and expose him. If they didn't do anything else, it exposed the hell out of him, defamed him. It's over for Diddy. Diddy, you're done. I mean, I don't think people want to see who you are anymore. You got a lot of men that's coming out speaking. They calling you a ban, which is a B-A-N type of dude, okay? And they're disgusted with you. And I am too, frankly. Let me get into my conversation for a second before I get into the next. Let me see. It speaks volumes about personnel safety at hotel. Yes. And that's the scary thing. So if something happens, and that goes to say, I see why people is comparing some of this to the Kenneka Jenkins, because they like the hotel footage just disappeared. What happened to Kenneka Jenkins? They don't have that footage. That footage did not just magically disappear. Now, what Diddy just did in this situation just showed us how they can make stuff disappear. They can get rid of evidence. They can withhold evidence. They can stall it out until the statute of limitation has run out. This is scary and it's dangerous, and it raises a lot of safety concerns. I appreciate this comment, Miss Lisa Lee. I really do. And hello to you, Black Pearl. I see you in the building, Queen. Shout out to you as well. Okay? So I'm just like, this is serious. What, if especially no criminal charges is coming out of this, he getting away with basically the M unaliving without unaliving her. Okay, but this is scary. Now I have to raise questions about staying in these damn hotels. And then my aunt used to tell me to lock my hotel door and put the latch on it at nighttime. And when I do stay in hotels, that's usually what I do now. And at first I used to didn't do that, I just lock the door. But shit, now I put the latch on and everything. You have to really break in to get in. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is sad. And we're living in a world where you could pay to get out of, you could pay to avoid jail time. But I know the feds is working something out, and I know this ain't over by a long shot. It's just getting started, and they're just showing y'all a little bit of what they have discovered, although that particular discovery is not admissible, but is still usable in other cases that he do have pending. So now I think what they're trying to do, and y'all leave y'all thoughts in the comment section, or if you don't catch this live, leave it in the comment section. We'll talk about it. I think they're trying to drain his pockets. If he do have any money, which I hear he kind of on the border line, allegedly. I don't know how true that is, but, I'm just hearing stuff like that. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how true it is, but I think they're trying to drain his pockets, make his support system to the point where the feds gotta be narcissists now. They gotta act like some narcissistic feds. They gotta shut down his support system. They gotta make sure they get everybody away from him that they can get away from him, so he don't have no support, and he faces this these whatever he's facing when it comes to whatever charges, because he ain't charged yet, so I can't even speak of charges because he's not charged with nothing. But whatever they pending or attempting to try to come together with, like this is how I feel. Well, I can't really say that because, like I said, they move like they want to move, and they do what they want to do when they want to do it. When they come, they unfortunately they just come on time, like they come with it. So I can't really speak on that. Let me just get into some more of this here. Diddy's son King Kong says he's slapping anyone who says no Diddy. He just dropped a diss song towards 50 Cent and people speaking on his father's name. So he talk about if anybody say some no Diddy. Well, I want to hear what he got to say now that tape came out. But see, I don't even find it that he's even surprised by his father's behavior. Okay? Because he's also accused himself of some malicious, accusations or allegations. Okay? So I can't really say he don't know, because it seems like he's trying to do what his daddy was doing. He's following in those footsteps. Monkey see, monkey do. That's what is given to me. Okay? Did he need to go to jail? No questions asked. Yeah. 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 But see, the whole problem is we need to know what charges he gonna be charged. What is he going to jail for? Like, that's really the big questions to me, is what is he going to jail for? Because as of right now, there's nothing that I see with Cassie's case and her video being leaked and the statute of limitation running out, unless they're going to extend her limitation and go ahead and charge him just because of the way things was tampered and the way people was paid out, and the fact that they got the video evidence, and then they consider this a late claim. A late filing of a criminal charge, and with this exception that information was withheld, evidence was withheld. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but the law can pretty much, as we see, do whatever the hell they want to do. Especially if you got people paying to stop the law from proceeding its proceedings. So I don't know. Y'all leave y'all thoughts in the comment section. Let me see. So footage of Diddy allegedly filming Cassie hiding under a blanket. Let me get my screen share back up here. Let me see what y'all saying in the comment section. Where was his daughters when he was doing these acts and parties? I seen them daughters at some of the parties, dressed real nice. Like, I don't know if there was some additional party after that party or after the party, but baby, I used to see the daughters taking pictures all at his parties, like recent. I'm wondering if they questioning the untimely passing of their mama. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's questions that I would like to know. Like, that's crazy. In no way, I know them girls is they souls should be jumping and thumping all in their body. I just can't imagine, what they feeling and dealing with. But then that's their daddy. Is he really? Shit. It shows he is a monster. Shout out to my girl Spicy in the building. I see you, boo. Let me see what you're saying. Wasn't that kidnap holding her? Yes, and I touched on that as well. Because the way he held that girl and dragging her back, and she trying to get out of there, and you holding her, even for that few seconds, you holding somebody, that to me is being held against their will. And again, that could be a new charge. We got to see how they coming, because they're definitely brewing up something and building up a case. Again, I just don't know what his charges are going to be. I hear the S workers and the trafficking and alleged minors, and you got, rumors of this and rumors of that. But what are they going to be able to prove is the question. And they had proof. They had Cassie's proof. They had her video. They have video. Lil Rod says he got video out there. So, he says he got audio recordings and proof and things of that nature as well. So, to me, his claim would be more the claim that could possibly get charges brought, because his is very recent. His is so recent that his statute of limitation has not run out. Okay, and that's my thoughts and my opinions. Let me get some more comments y'all got. Yeah, straight to jail with his abusive self, that part. Dion says, Kim Porter saved Cassie's life. She did, but Cassie wasn't able to save Kim's, correct? Lock the dude up. Absolutely. I'm with you, Dion, all day long, all day, yes. And I do agree that Kim saved Cassie. And I think when Kim threw Cassie the wrench to save her, I feel like Cassie should have dropped it then. But everything happened the way it was supposed to. We not the creators of the way their lives are designed and the paths that they walked and the things that they implicated themselves doing is upon themselves. They have to be, they got to hold themselves accountable. But I did have a couple of other questions. Let me get back to my questions. No, wait. Before I get back into my questions, I was sharing this footage of Diddy. They said it allegedly was filming Cassie hiding under those blankets, which I shared with y'all yesterday. But here's, that video circulating. It's everywhere, and I don't want to share this one, so hopefully this is a still photo of the CNN incident. That they released that surveillance footage of Diddy assaulting Cassie. Okay, and then you can see he coming around that corner like that. There's nobody on that floor to save her if she needed any saving. Nobody could hear her. There was nobody on that floor because allegedly he rented the whole floor. He paid for the whole floor for however many days he was there. He reserved that whole floor. So there was no other guests in any of the other rooms where people were saying, well, didn't nobody hear her yelling and screaming? How could they? And we don't even know what floor they were on, but it looks like, let's see, I can see something right there. I don't know. Let's see. So they're on the 5th floor. It looks like the 5th or the 6th or the 8th. I can't see. So if y'all can see, y'all tell me. But anyway, wherever they was at, and them floors is thick in them hotels, you're not going to hear nothing, especially this was expensive hotel as the Intercontinental. So that one wasn't no cheap hotel, okay? And them floors is thick, and you're not about to hear through them walls. So, yeah, this is an old video, though, that they said surfaced about Diddy, and Cassie. And she's curled up in a fetal position under that blanket like that, in the same position she was in when he had her over there by the hotel elevator door. This is very sad. This is disturbing. And look at this. Another still photo of him, And trigger warnings, I should add. Trigger warnings, y'all, okay? Let's see. Yes, and Cassie's husband came out to speak. A lot of people said that Cassie's husband is supposed to be one of Diddy's trainers. Now I ain't saying S trainers, but like a workout type of trainer. Like that's bizarre. He looked like, I don't know. I don't want to start judging. Let me just stop. But oh my goodness, I don't know, y'all. So let me just read what Lovely had. Cassie Ventura's husband, Alex Fine, is putting abusers on blast in the wake of a disturbing video showing Sean Diddy Combs brutally assaulting the songstress in a Los Angeles hotel 2016. Fine, who married Ventura in September 2016, took to his Instagram. So he married her. Wait a minute. Let me read that again. I got to slow that down. Cassie Ventura's husband, Alex Fine, is putting abusers on blast in the wake of a disturbing video showing Sean Diddy Combs brutally assaulting the songstress in a Los Angeles hotel in 2016. Fine, which is Alex, her husband, who married Ventura in September of 2019. Okay, I had to like look at the numbers. 16, 19. Okay, the 9 is upside down. All right. So in a hotel in 2016. Okay, so 3 years later, she marries him. Took to his Instagram Friday to share a letter to women and children. He actually wrote, "Wow, sick back, a while sick back, or whatever." And so I already read that letter yesterday. But okay, so she married 3 years later, 2019. So I'm trying to figure something out. How did she marry 3 years later in 2019 when it alleged that she left Diddy in 2018? So then that means she would have married a year after she left Diddy, even though she married in 2019, but they said she left Diddy in 2018. That's kind of quick recovery, to marry somebody within that 1 year span after what she went through, okay? So again, a lot of it in the beginning, in my opinion, because the way that journalist came out, the writer, said she was taunting and flaunting her nationality to make Kim jealous because Diddy was using her to do those tactics towards Kim. And it's not so unfortunate. So to me, she was a willing participant. She wanted that number one spot, but she didn't know what she had to go through to hold it and keep that number one spot. So in my opinion, yeah, she's definitely no saint, but I'm not going to take away that she endured the same treatment as any of the women that Diddy dealt with. And again, all alleged until proof is out there to put it, which outside of her proof, because we got her receipts. Let me see what y'all saying in the comment section. Spicy, hey Jackie, I see you. Let me highlight Jackie. Hey Jackie, I see you. Spicy said, I just want him to go for Tupac. Girl, I know that's right. Me too, because that too. And I got to get to my next questions, and then we'll because that's gonna be one of my next questions. Let me see. The trainer knew how bad he was treating Cassie, so he saved her. Oh, that's so sweet. Well, then that's a good ending, to see and save someone that he saw was being mistreated, and he ended up with her and she married him. Good for them. I mean, I like to hear happy endings and stuff, so it's all good. Let me see. Spice said, yes, I remember it was quick. And hey, Grape Tea is in the chat. Shout out to Grape Tea News. Appreciate you so much. Thank you for hitting that like button. Thank you for being a subscriber over here, because I'm a subscriber to your channel as well. And y'all make sure y'all show some love over there to Grape Tea News. If y'all ain't up on it, y'all better get up on it, because it's grape. Like, it's real tea over there, and it be piping, and he do so much. So y'all check him out, because over here we love to shout out the people that we rock with, which is not that many. So it looks like it's just you for now, right? All right, Spicy said, I wonder her every bop if he ever bop. Yeah, that's a good question. Let me get into the next set of my little notes that I'm taking now. I'm going to start doing notes with y'all. I'm not going to come in here like I was before. I'm going to try to clean up my channel, try to really start doing some presentations, the right way or whatever. But I still be doing it freelancing off the head, because I think y'all like it when I go off the dome and not scripted, because this is kind of scripted because it's notes. But it's not scripted, but it's just notes. But, it kind of borderline of being scripted. I like when I don't take notes and I just tell you how I feel at that moment, okay? So anyway, let me get into my next set of questions that I have for y'all. So my question was, do y'all think Keefe D is trying to get a deal for his freedom? And he been talking to them Alphabet boys because he been in custody for a minute, being charged for Tupac as an accessory because, but accessory or whatever, because he was talking a lot and saying a lot and acting like he was there even if he wasn't there. Shit, you can't tell the way he was telling it. So now they done got him wrapped all up and caught all up. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Trying to figure out, like, do y'all think this is a lot of this investigation is being dealt with by what's his called, like Keefe D as well, because people saying Keefe D said that Diddy was supposed to pay out $1 million. Okay, and so I'm just asking the question. Y'all leave your thoughts in the comment section. Do you think that Keefe D is trying to get a deal for his freedom and turning over all the information and the information that he knows about Diddy and what he allegedly may have had something to do with Tupac's early demise? Okay, so those are questions. Let's see what else. And then I was gonna say to women, be careful how y'all interact with people that y'all meet, especially if you're trying to have a relationship with somebody or start dating somebody, because you got to remember, how they come is usually how they go. Okay, so that's just a little side note that I wanted to put out there for the ladies. Like, just be mindful. If you get with a man, he with somebody, baby, the way you got him is the way he gonna leave, because he gonna be moving into something else with someone else before he let you go, or however whoever let whoever go first, however that go. But yeah, let's see. Okay. And then this is what I was gonna say. So when Diddy's son the other day came out with his little diss track, thinking that it's a green light, they good, ain't nobody coming to get them, they ain't going no jail, his daddy is innocent, ain't no Diddy, he gonna be doing this XYZ if anybody say some no Diddy and so on and so forth or whatever. So question is, I think Diddy was too quick to speak when he should have just waited until he got confirmation that the investigation was over before he got to putting out that diss track. He did it too preliminary. And so even though, it's a diss, ain't really nothing they can do but get madder and really go harder to get him locked up. Okay, but what they did was to really just stick it to him. Was they allegedly released this here video of him attacking that girl in that doggone lobby like that, just to discredit anything he got to say after that, and shut him down, shut his son down, silence the hell out of them, because it's like, stop talking at this point, and his lawyer should be advising him, Diddy, you're not moving correctly and your son ain't either. Like, y'all get a little big-headed and beside yourself and managed because y'all thinking y'all got away with something that we just don't know what's up the road, y'all. This is a hill and they climbing it, and I'm right behind them trying to see what I can see, because I'm on the sideline of it. Let's see. Yes, Grape Tea. Thanks. Love to you as well. Definitely Bay Area stand up. Y'all already know I am Frisco's finest, San Francisco to be exact. Filmo all day. Okay. Let's see. Jackie said, yes, got family around the Bay. That's what's up. I just be freestyling. Me too. I don't usually do notes. That's why it's a little scripted today. But I'm just giving y'all heads up why it's sounding the way it's sounding, because I literally took some notes and decided to kind of, do it this way and try to see how I can, line up my channel a little bit too. Let's see. Karen J is in the building. Hey, Karen. She says the trainer was hired by Diddy for Cassie. The trainer was Cassie's. Okay, got it. Oh, thank you for clarifying that. She said the trainer was hired by Diddy for Cassie. Okay, so the trainer was Cassie's trainer and not Diddy. Okay, that makes all the sense to me. So, okay, good. She fell in love with her damn trainer and he saved her. Yes, I love a happy ending like that. Yes. Let me see. Jackie said next. I agree with you. This neighbor of mine was trying to get close to me, but I saw so many red flags. I wasn't having it. And then that's the number one flag all by itself, being a neighbor. I'm not fucking the neighbors. The neighbors will not know my name. Okay. No, they won't. I'm not going to do the Trey song. The neighbors know my name. No, they don't know my damn name. They better not know my damn name. Okay. I'm just saying. Do not know my name, neighbors. Please tell me y'all ain't never heard me howling up there. Y'all don't know my name. Because, see, my sex so good, I say my name when I'm... I'm just saying. Okay, enough of that. So, anywho, but yeah, yeah, stay away from them type of people, because I'm telling you, I ain't gonna be able to do it. Let me make sure I went over all my little notes, and then I'll check the last of the little traps, and I'll go check out the Shade Room, the Neighborhood Talk, Unlock, and everybody else that's reporting on this, see what they got to say. If there's anything I need to add to this here, and if not, then we'll get out of here. Let's just see where we at. I'm checking my notes. Okay. Again, for y'all that's tuning in, I was asking questions, and one of the questions I wanted to know is, if Diddy was arrested and charged federally, do y'all think Diddy can handle being arrested? Or do y'all think they're going to have to put Diddy on the S watch? Okay? What's y'all thoughts to that particular question? And then another question I wanted to talk about was, do y'all think Young Miami, Stevie J, or Meek Mill will be charged as a RICO, if there's a RICO? But again, I'm still trying to figure out. I guess everything is circulating around S workers, S trafficking, and things like that. So that most likely will be the case that they give him. But I'm curious to know, like, because like I said, I feel like Young Miami has really got it in way over her head, trying to stick by him. Anybody that's trying to stick by him, and with all this information and evidence, is not a good look for them. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, when the difference I can separate from this and the R. Kelly's case is, I don't care all the information that they said they had, they didn't present any of that stuff. They said they had tapes and they had this and that. They came in there with nothing. I was there, so I can speak on it. But I'm saying with this situation, you got tapes, you got evidence, you got so much preponderance of evidence to lock them up for the accusations. But then again, it's all in the eyes of the law. Can they prove all the stuff and the accusations and the allegations and the stuff that Diddy is being accused of? It's all boiling down to that. So what they're doing in the back is putting it together so they have an airtight case. Okay, so that way they cross their T's, they dot their I's, and they don't leave a stone unturned, because they have to know everything they need to know moving forward. If they can charge him or not. So it's just, I feel like, people saying he gonna get arrested today, tomorrow, the next day. We just gotta wait and see. I mean, I'm not gonna puzzle my brain when it's gonna come down. I feel something is gonna happen. I just don't know what and when. So, okay, let me get into this stuff right here. Okay, so 50 Cent took to his Instagram account on Friday to react to the newly released surveillance video of Diddy brutally assaulting Cassie. He said, "God help us all. Diddy assaulted Cassie in 50, that's what he said." Who is this? Rocky Thunder took to Twitter and called out Van Lathan, saying that she told him about Diddy's abuse in 2019. Read Van's response. Okay, so let's see. Calls out Van Lathan, says she told him about Diddy's abuse in 2019. Let's see, Slim Thug, another person he had come out, and he apologized after claiming Cassie was just looking for a payday from Diddy. On Saturday, November the 18th, the Houston rapper came under fire for implying that the singer wasn't actually a victim. Instead, he expressed that she was looking for financial gain. You know what I'm saying? After Cassie and Diddy agreed upon a settlement, Thug stated that her interest in bringing Puff to justice wanted any justice wand. Any thoughts? Let's see. And then now he had to come back and he had to recant that and take that back to apologize. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, he you got to be kind of careful when, like I said, I don't know. I'm not gonna go there. We already know Aubrey. She had her little piece to say. Let's see who else. So much to say about the Cassie video, but for now, let me speak on just one perspective. Ladies, be careful with dating men of power. If you don't have your own, even in the church, and that's a fact. Does status stop abuse? No. Ask Rihanna. But it does ensure you have backup resources and your support system, so you don't feel so overwhelmed by his support system. Okay, and then you got to be careful too. If you guys are in relationships and you're not realizing that you're dealing with a narcissistic individual or a person, whether you realize they got the power or not, what you need to be mindful of is your support system. You got to keep your support system tight, because what they're going to do is try to pry at your support system, try to tear down your support system, and make sure you don't have no support. So when they do throw you away and discard you, then they're going to you can't have a support around. So they make sure that you don't have no friends, no family. They isolate you from your friends, your family. They make you feel that they are the only person that you need is them. So, it's a mental thing. It's so much that, ladies, just be careful. When you in a relationship and you start seeing people messing with your support system, telling you, she ain't cool, don't deal with this person. And you know what I'm saying? You may have a small fallout or some altercation with your friend, and then they blow it up and, they wasn't no good for you, and convincing you to get rid of your support system and the people that got your back and really gonna keep it real with you. They get them type of people away from you. Baby, you can bet your last dollar this gonna keep happening again and again. You got to keep your support system tight, and you gotta have your own bag. If you dealing with these men because they got money and you ain't got with no money, and you ain't working and you ain't doing nothing, these your sugar daddies and these is your controllers or your enablers or your handlers, then that's what happens. That's why I encourage everybody, get your own money. But see, what I noticed is, you can deal with a nigga with money. No, if you got your own bag and you meet a dude with his own bag, it's a conflict of interest for some strange reason. I don't know why. I keep stumbling over people where I'm in a relationship and I got my own money, my own car, my own house, my own this, my own that. And then I'll get with somebody, they got everything I got, so we ain't there for what we have for each other. I'm thinking we're going to be there for the love of one another. But no, somebody is still trying to get that damn controlling rights. And you got to be careful with that. So it seems like it's hard to deal with somebody with money because you're dealing with somebody with the same controlling possible issues as you, if you have them. Hopefully you don't. You just humble as hell with your bag, but then you got some fools out here that ain't. But then my point is, you got to be careful with people with money. Then you got people with money, and then you will date somebody that ain't got no damn money. Then look how you gonna treat the motherfucker that ain't got no money. They fit to be your worker. They got to work for anything you give to them. You're not just giving them your money. You ain't giving them $5,000 just because they look good and they doing things right. You gave that to them because you had expectations and you wanted something in return. So ladies and men in general, because it's go both ways. It's not just a one-way street here. You got men with money. You got women with money who dating women with no money and men with no money. And I always say the niggas that ain't got no money got the biggest dicks. The niggas that got them little ass dicks ain't got no money. And if you do got money and you got a big dick, then you fit to do hella shit for that dick, because that dick is contaminated because he got all the damn money. He ain't listening to nothing you got to say. I'm just saying. So just be careful for that too. But if you a woman and you got your own money bag, this is a lot. We got so much to talk about when it comes to Disney. I was trying to tell her, see, physician reacts to hospital surveillance video. Wait. They got a reacts to hospital surveillance video regarding Cassie. What is this? The first is the domestic violence. Okay, ever the second. Maybe she's just a physician. Oh, a physician reacts to hospital. What hospital surveillance are they talking about? This is never okay. I don't know what hospital surveillance they're talking about. Okay, let's see. I think Jennifer Lopez is going to end up getting back with Diddy. What do you think? Here's the story. That's crazy. I don't think she's going to get back with him, but I think she needs to communicate with him so they can get their stories together, because it got to match. Okay, I'm just saying. Let's see. In a newly surfaced video, Diddy can be seen. Okay, we got that. Okay, I gotta check some other little traps, so let me just take this off my screen for a second. All right, let me take this down for a second. Let me get. Okay, before I get into the next part of this, hold on. Let me read some of y'all comments in the comment section right quick. Let me take this down. Okay, let's see. That child should have kept his lips closed. Keefe D already cooperating with the police behind the scenes allegedly. Yes, I heard that he was already. Yes, that is very, very true. I think something is brewing up when it comes to all. Diddy's name is ringing too loud, and honestly, if my name ain't ringing positive, I wouldn't even. My goodness, that's a lot. Yes, I know how the narcs move around. They do smear campaigns, heavy turn everyone against you with money, slander, and threats. That is so true. Watch out for the dudes with money and power with a small package. They are dangerous. It's them. I'm telling you, them little 2-inch killers. You know, them ones. Hey, Miss Bugs is in the chat. Hey, boo. She said, what did I come in on? I am so glad I have my own money living single. Yes, you got to have your own money, because I'm telling you, if you don't have your own money, you're dependent on a man to take care of you. You're going to work for that money. And I'm going to be honest, because I've dealt with men that didn't have money, unfortunately. But see, let me just say not like that, because they come off like they got money. Okay? But they broke ass ain't got no damn money. They ain't got no dick either. Shit, half motherfuckers. Now let me stop lying, because I only mess with big swipers now. I've had a couple of them 2-inch killers now. Don't get it twisted. But even they have money in the beginning, and then they fall off and they ain't got no more money. They broke. They broke with no money, no dick, no nothing, and they can't have me. So it'd be like, bye bye. Go play in somebody else's face with that shit. I can't play with them. I just can't do the 2-inch killers. I'm not gonna be able to do it. Okay. I need to beat it up. All right, let me see where we at with this. Gosh, I don't want to forget something. Oh, I know what it was. I was going to go check my other little traps. Okay, let me see, where did it go? Here it goes. All right, so let me pull this up. Let's see what all these other platforms have to say, if anything. That mule, when they arrested Brandon Paul, and he avoided that jail time, like I told y'all last night, my theory was that was a cold ass tactic that the feds was trying to pull. If you didn't catch it, you didn't catch it. But for me, I think I caught it. I think I realized what they were trying to do, putting that information out there that Brandon Paul took a deal to make it look like, okay, if we announced that he took a deal, then obviously he took a deal, but he's not working with us. Like, that's why, to me, they would have released that information, because they didn't need to say immediately that he took a deal. So by them putting that out there, I think they were trying to trick up Diddy and be like, he took this deal, he ain't working with us, and this is what it is. But in reality, his ass working with them boys, and they just trying to figure out a way to be manipulative in order to entrap him, because that's really what they do. They freaking entrap your ass. Okay, you better be careful. Let's see who else up in here. Let me see what y'all saying in the comment section. Kim Porter family seeking justice. Yes, she is, and as she should. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. Thank you, Cookie Darrell 717. Shout out to you, boo. Dion says KVD next trial date is actually Diddy's birthday. This is gonna be a good gift. Woo. So, I wish you would call in sometimes and elaborate, because you be knowing a lot. You need to start sharing your intel with us, okay, Mr. Dion? Okay, I know exactly who you are. So you should probably try to call in while that number's still ticking on my screen. Come on and call in and enlighten us. Talk about some things with us. It's Saturday. I don't know what y'all got going on, but this is like a chill day. I got up early this morning, been on the prayer line. I've been fasting and cleaning, and now I'm here with y'all to give y'all some commentary, because I missed y'all, and I think I'm back now. I had to clear a few things to get back over here, okay? Let's see. So I got what I'm looking for, but I'm not sure why it's not. I don't know why it's stuck. Hold on. Yeah, it's given. I have to exit out there. Open that window up fresh. I just want to check some traps. But in the meantime, like I said, if y'all want to call in, this is an open discussion. It's an open panel. Anybody is welcome to come up here. Just be respectful. Bring your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions, and let her hear how y'all feel about you know, this mess with Diddy, because this is a mess, you know. But again, like I said, when I first heard the whole entire allegation, it just sounded believable. You could hear stories from some people, and we come up with our own conclusions before we get the facts, and we be like, she lying. But this was like, this is giving nigga type of energy. Like, dude, are you for real? Like, it was given to me, and I was like, So, like I said, y'all leave y'all thoughts. Let me know what y'all think about this here case. But in the meantime, I'm gonna share anything that pops up. So right now, let's see if they're saying anything else about Diddy. Okay, let me share my screen so y'all can see this part of it. That's fine. Okay. All right. So let's see. Okay, I already read that statement. Let's see what people say. Allegations. Let's see. So that means y'all can free Young Thug on all the allegations that happened years ago. Los Angeles District Attorney's Office released a statement regarding the alleged video of Diddy assaulting Cassie. If the conduct occurred in 2016, we would be unable to charge, as the conduct would have occurred beyond the timeline where a crime of assault can be prosecuted. Look at my guy quality. That's what I'm talking about. What's up with my boy? How you been, Dion? That's good. Good to hear from you. It's been a while, my brother.
Been keeping up with the Gene Deal since he started exposing Diddy years ago. And
you was keeping up with who?
I believe Gene Deal.
Oh, yes. I've been on this platform a lot.
On YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, I believe everything he said. I was convinced that Diddy was a snake, and just watching him on those shows back in the day, like, he had a band walking for cheesecake, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The way he was treating the youngins and all that, I knew it was something not right in his mind and his soul, you know what I'm saying? And the truth, whatever happens in the dark will come to the light.
It always
so,
do.
I felt terrible. I felt bad when I saw that video of Cassie, you know what I'm saying, getting stomped out like that. I was like, wow, I can only imagine what happened to Kim Porter and all the other women that he dealt with.
Right.
But at the same time, like I said, the truth coming to the light, and they saying that Keisha D going back to court on Diddy's birthday. They saying that the fans got more stuff they want to put out, to mess up his reputation, which is already messed up.
Mm-hmm.
But before they, throw their big ball, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So we never know what's going on. But
do you think he's gonna be arrested? You think Diddy gonna get arrested?
Oh yeah, they working on something. Mm-hmm. They trying to get. I don't know if he's gonna get a lot of time or not. Mm-hmm. But I know he's gonna eventually get arrested, trial for something.
How do you feel about? Go ahead. Especially what?
Especially that drug mule.
The mule. Oh yeah. They got him right off the plane, right?
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. Who get a deal for the first time arrested, fresh off the plane on Customs and Borders territory, nigga? Who they giving deals like no jail time deals to like that? When you red-handed on their territory, he got to be working with them.
Yep.
Ain't no way.
But what was you about to ask? I
was gonna say, what's your thoughts on? You kind of touched on it. The video, like, just seeing that. Like, what came to your mind when you saw it? Because I was getting calls left and right.
I was like, wow, I can only imagine what he did to Kim Porter. Cassie survived, so remember, Kim Porter's not alive.
Right. Yeah.
Cassie survived, but Kim Porter not alive. Mm-mm. You know what I mean? And I remember Gene Deal said one time he beat Mika Houston or something like that. Beat her so bad she had to crawl under a car.
And she's sitting there defending him.
Yeah.
But why?
That's how it is. Some victims, they do, some victims, they do that.
I wonder.
But them kids are best believe those kids
Them
are
daughters,
actually-
huh?
They traumatized, and they need to lock his mama up too, because she seen a whole lot.
That mama knows. I definitely say that mama knows. I'm not convinced that she don't know her son temperament, that she don't know her son controlling ways. He thought he was some type of pimp out here.
Yeah, but they said he slapped his own mama before.
I heard that.
That's what Jane did.
I heard that.
So,
I
you know,
did.
if nobody don't have power to go out for their own mama, any other woman is just an object.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's
Yeah,
another
right.
thing I would encourage women. When y'all dating these men, see how he is with his mama. Because if a man don't love their mama, how they gonna love you? Because their mother is the first love. So you gotta see, not to obsession with their mama, but enough to respect their mother. Go ahead, say what you're gonna say.
Yeah. I was gonna say, man, Diddy is a cold dude. It's just I hope the brother get locked up. You know what I'm saying, and get everything that he got coming to him. Because you know what I'm saying, the Bible says, "What you sow, you shall reap." And he sold a lot of negative stuff. You know what I mean, but. It's just sad, you know what I'm saying, America, how they can put people on a pedestal. You see how many awards he got and accolades, and people knew about this. You know what I'm saying? They knew about his actions going on way back then. They still want to put him on the pedestal.
Because of the money and the popularity, I guess they want to gain all they can benefit off of a person before they throw him to the wolves. Because that's what it looked like. They used him to collect amounts of money and all these millions of dollars off of him and whatever other endorsement deals that they had, and now they could not support him any further because this information came out. That's what stopped the whole the support system for him. Endorsement people was falling off left and right and backing out of deals and TVs and everything. So they was pulling left and right. And I still think JT escaped a big one when she separated herself from Young Miami. Because she could have got caught up. And knowing she nothing like Young Miami, you could tell Young Miami is a straight thought. She with it and will do whatever for a Klondike bar. But JT is one of the hustlers that really want to get it out the mud. Especially if you boosting and you stealing and you doing fed time and jail time. And you know what I'm saying? You will go hard to get your bag. You're not about to do what Young Miami was doing because she put herself in a different type of situation. She should have stuck with being a city girl and making music. Once she got with him, it was over for Young Miami. She like a fool, and the way she be out here defending him, I have no respect for her.
Wow. I agree. And one more thing.
Sure.
I believe Cassie got some more information for the Kendall Porter situation. If Cassie get all that money, she's trying to expose everything that she can. The fans doing it, she gonna do it too. Let's believe that.
Absolutely.
She got to be traumatized.
Oh, she is. Of course she is. And especially after seeing the video come out, I'm sure that really hit her and struck a trigger for her because it was triggering to other victims who he didn't even attack. And it triggered, victims and survivors. So I can only imagine what it did to her. This is disgusting. But we need more men to stand up for women and say this is not acceptable, this is not tolerated, and we will not support this behavior. And now he knows it's over for Diddy. I mean, I don't know how he could come back for this. Ain't nobody gonna want to work with him after this.
Yep, it's over. It's over.
Absolutely. Wow, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I miss your little butt. You need to come. You still owe me a trip somewhere around the world. I don't know where I'm going, but you still owe me a trip.
I'll be rocking with Urgent TV on YouTube. He said when Diddy or TDJ go down, he gonna throw a parade in Dallas, Texas. So whenever they got it going, I'm gonna definitely holler.
Okay, well you let me know. I'll fly in, come hang out with y'all and stuff. You already know.
Hang out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okie dokie. Well, that's what I'm talking about.
Take care, daughter, God.
Always, my brother. Always, always. God bless, and don't be no stranger. I want to hear you call in again when you see me out there. I need a little support. You better get on that line when I start saying call in. That's I need help. Call in.
sometimes text me and let me know that you're on the show.
I will. I'm about to save you right now in my contacts because I got a new phone, so I don't have a lot of contacts anymore. I'll save you now.
Okay.
Got you. You save me too, Dion. Good to hear from you, my brother. Okay, now. Bye-bye. All right. Thank you, Dion. That's my brother from another mother. Appreciate him calling in and, chiming in on us. But yes, Gene Deal has been the biggest voice out there talking about this for years. And here we are finally seeing things come to fruition. And, we just waiting on the finale of it, the conclusion to how are they going to, I like that. What happened to my things right here? How are they going to conclude this here case? Diddy is in big trouble. All right, let's see what else is going on. So yeah, people calling for Young Thug's charges to be dropped and let him free Young Thug. Okay, because they saying that his allegations are old. It happened years ago, so they need to free him. But see, I guess we got to remember, we're talking about California laws. We don't know what the Atlanta laws are. So whatever the Atlanta laws and statute of limitation is, then yeah. If they don't have a limitation on the but the crimes that are being accused of by the people in that community, in that state and county, then it's kind of hard to say to free someone when I don't know the statute of limitation like we know on this one. So it's just something to look into. But I'm with them. Charges are old. They can't stick it to him. Free him too. And then free the others that's already been convicted for stuff that was done outdated and stuff like that as well. But like they went around the statute of limitation to get R. Kelly. They had to do it a different way because the statute of limitation had ran out. So what they did in R. Kelly's case, just for inquiring minds that want to know, what they were able to use was the age range that it's legal to date a 17-year-old in Chicago, Illinois, but it's illegal when he's traveling with his 17-year-old girlfriend that's legal in the state of Illinois. But when you left that state and you traveled to California where you gotta be 18 years old, that's where it became federal and criminal and the charges that he faced and how they were able to get him the way they got him, because they didn't have a clean-cut case where, they had straightforward evidence and things like that. Everything they had was outdated. They had no current information, nothing. I mean, based on my own perspective of what I gathered from it, but I'm just trying to give y'all understanding as to the limitation that they went around to get him. My question is, what limitations are they going to go around to get Diddy with this Cassie video that's damaging and damning? Okay, he should have been charged. He should have been, he had more than enough with her cooperation or without her cooperation to get a conviction on that man. I don't know how much time he would have got. Maybe he would have got slapped on the wrist. Could have been probation. We don't know, because no one turned in the information that was necessary to have him brought in on the charges. So let's see. Like I said, I'm just checking some traps, just trying to see if anything else is being said. But it don't look like nothing else has come out. Let me just take this off my screen for one more second. Let me just check one more thing, and that's going to tell it all right now. If there's anything new to report before we get off this live, because I would hate to end the live and something explosive came out and I got to come right back. And then I got my baby, as y'all can hear, she's waking up in the back, so she's trying to get my attention, and I got to go give it to her. Okay? So let's see. Go to the news outlet. Close this up. Okay, let me share my screen so y'all can at least see what I'm doing. I'm going to keep y'all in the dark. Let's bring it to the light. Then I'll read my comments, and then we'll be out of here, okay? That's the way the order is. I'm going to go through this last little news stuff, see if anything new came out. The prosecutor said that Diddy Combs cannot be prosecuted, which we already talked about that. He cannot be prosecuted. Let's see, extremely disturbing, but he cannot be prosecuted again. Statute of limitation, pretty much the same thing so far. 5 hours ago, attorney explains why they cannot prosecute him over that video, but that's why they leaked the video. Now it makes sense to me why they leaked that video, because they would have never put that video out if they were going to use it against him in court. They wouldn't have released it. So that's why I started researching, and then it popped up. Oh, he can't even be prosecuted. I was like, wow, now I know why the feds leaked the video, because they can't use it against him criminally. It's expired. Perel intensifies for trying to come after attacking Cassie. Okay, so yeah, I think we all caught up, except for we already talked about the mule or whatever. He accepted his plea deal. I told you my thoughts and my opinion on that. And that looks like that's about it. Let me just get into the comment section right quick. Let me take the phone number down. We're done with the calls. I'm done with the copyright, so we don't have to keep that at the bottom. For the remaining, let's see. So Gemini, hey, shout out to you, Gemini. Thank you for tuning in. Let's see. A year ago, Diddy was promoting his Love album, artists working with him, etc. A year later, raided by the feds. Cassie gets the last laugh, and this video basically crushed what reputation he had left. Absolutely love the way you put that in context. And Diddy's son taunting the feds on that lame, weak diss track made it worse. I definitely believe the feds were like, oh, word? You want to play? We're going to release this video. Now, let's play. What a great way to end this here live for today. I definitely want to say thank you to each and every one of you guys that tuned into this live. But there you have it. This is why the feds, in my opinion, leaked the video, because it cannot be used against Diddy in court, but they used it to convict him in the public's opinion. What a player move that was, a power move, and they checkmated Diddy. So let's see how he gonna move moving forward, and let's see if we hear anything else from him or his son. They're trying to get rid of him. They're trying to shame him away. They need him gone, and they're doing any and everything to get rid of this brother. Okay? So, I don't know if I should have said brother like that, because of all he's accused of and what he has done and what we can prove, okay? But anyway, that is my time. I want to say thank you to each and every one of you guys that hung through this live with me. We was here for about an hour and 30-something minutes, so I appreciate you guys. Don't forget to like this video, share this video. If you're new to this channel, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. But don't forget to hit that bell notification and select all. After you subscribe, hit the bell notification and select all. And you don't want to miss me when I come back and bring you guys yet another one. And that's my time. Appreciate you guys, and I love to see y'all on the next one. So make sure y'all got that bell notification on, and I'm out. Piecez.